Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to share with you how I have made this simple app. In this app I have used background color, a image that is containing the text, login, and I have used two text input here. The first text input is what is your name. If I write down my name, Darun, and what is your age. If I write down 22, and we have got also a submit option. So if I submit this, you can see the text has been updated. So in this video I want to discuss every single line of codes with you, how I have created this app. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, and before starting video I want to mention you that I have used Python and the Kivy module here for the building this app. So without doing any delay, let's start the video. I have used PyCharm IDE here. If you want to use other IDE, there is no problem. You can actually use Visual Studio or any other code editor or IDE. The codes are going to be same. But I also recommend you to install the PyCharm because this is the best IDE for Python development. Okay, so I have already mentioned you that we have used kivy module, so we have to import the kivy module first. The best method to import kivy module is just click on the file and go to the settings. After going to the settings, you will see the project. The project name is, I have mentioned this, the ball. Then you have to go to the Python interpreter. After going there, you have to click on the plus icon and you have to search for kivy, and then down below you will see the option install package, and you have to install this package. So I have already installed those package already. So then you have to simply click on the OK, and you have to write down these lines of code, and you have to import these first because we want to use this functionality in our app. So I will provide these lines of code in the description, but I want to discuss with you what we have actually done here. You can see these are not out of explanation because these are the modules and these are the functions. I want to discuss with you from here. You can see I have used the name, class name is SayHello. Okay, in the SayHello we have imported app for this graphical window. If I run it, you can see this graphical window. These all codes are for only this graphical window. And we have built a method. After building a method, we have done all our works in the grid layout. If you don't know what is grid layout, you can check my playlist. I have discussed all about all layouts in kivy module. And then we have returned the window. Here window means this graphical window. We are returning this again and again. Okay, and finally when we are calling, then we are running the window. Okay, when we are calling by this line, we are running the graphical window. And which graphical window? That is SayHello that we have made in the class. So this is how you have to write down these lines of code for this graphical window. Then first task is to change the color. For changing the color, I want to import from kivy dot core dot window. We want to import window, and the window, in the window we have to write down the window dot clear color equals, you have to give here a RGB value. I have already picked from picked a RGB value from online. You can choose the RGB value of your own. That is actually 0, but I pressed down O. So not a problem, we have changed the color here. So guys, after changing the background color, now I want to add a image. For adding a image, you will just need to copy the image and right click on the project name, and you have to simply paste that there. Okay, I have already pasted there. And now I have to specify the number of rows and columns, because you know in the grid layout we have to specify the number of rows and columns. So for that, self dot window dot columns, I want to take 1 columns, and self dot window dot rows, I want to take 10 rows, but I know I don't need all of this. Okay, now I don't want that my app captures all of the display, so that is why I have to use size int. So self dot window dot size int. For the size int I want 0.6, that means 60% of 60% of white and 70% of height. And then I have to ensure the place, that means the position. So self dot window dot pause int. For the pause int I want to ensure that my app displays or the properties displays in the center, so that is why I am using center x, that is 0.5, and just copy these lines, Control V, and I want to make central y. Okay, but I want to also add some properties, that it was image. For importing image I have to simply call the self dot window, because I want to add that image into the window, dot add widget. In the widget I have to import the image, and in the image we have to specify the source. Source equals, what is the source? I am going to put this name 0.1.png. so 0.1.png. what is the error? Oh sorry, I forgot about this. Okay, I think this is all okay now. So if I now run it, you can see our image has been displayed. So after that, what we need to do? We will need to do simply add some labels here. For some labels, what we first of all, I want to, what label I want to add? I have to add the name. What is the name? So self dot made a variable username. I named that as username, and I have to take a label. In the label I want to display some text. Text equals, what is your name? Okay, you can also customize here, like you can add font size and anything, any other properties. So before adding them I want to run this. Sorry, I have to call that first. I'm really sorry. So self dot window dot add widget. In the widget we have to call what we made, self dot we have made username. So now if I run it, you can see that we have got this label, but it is too little, so we have to increase its size and change its color. Okay, so font size I want to make it 24, and I want to also change its color. For the color I want to add a customized value. I have noted down this customized value from online. You can check the description for the website link. I will provide that there. So I just want to okay, what is the color? I have to copy that from my notebook. Okay, I think this is okay. Now if I run it, you can see that the font size has been increased and the color has already changed. Okay, so after this we have to create a text input. For creating the text input I have to do the same, self dot name it text input 01, because we need more than one text input. and then we have to call the text input. In the text input I want to keep some properties. Before giving that properties, I want to call this self.window dot add widget, and in the add widget we have to call what we made text input 0 1. So guys, if now I run, you can see we have got a text input, but its size is too big. And if we run it here, and you can see that we can go to the next line. So we have to change these two things. So for doing that, I first of all I want to change multi-line equal false, and I want to make it a little bit smaller. So that is why I am giving the size int. In the size int, what can I do? I can take all the width, but I want to make that half of its height. So that is why I am giving 100% white and 0.5%, that's means 50% height. So now if I run it, you can see that the box has been decreased, and we can go to the next line. If we press enter, the cursor is vanishing. So this is how we have to add the text input, and now I have to just copy these two lines, because we need one for the name and one for the x. So that is why I am simply copying this and I have to paste it. But we can't take the name as simple as it was. So you have to press alt and username. I am naming it user s. Okay, and for this second I am also doing the same, text input 02. Okay, now if I run it, you can see what is your name. Oh sorry, I have to change the values here. What is your age? Now if I run it, you can see what is your name top side and what is your name downside. So guys, you can also put is here username and password, as this is login, but it depends on you what you want. You can customize this, just only updating this text. Okay guys, now I want to make a button. So for this button I have to make a button variable, and in the button variable I have to call the button, and I have to give some text here, submit, and then I have to call the button. So for that, self.window dot add widget. In the widget we have to call what we made. So what we made button. So button. Now guys, if I run it, you can see we have already a button, but it's not happening here, and we also have to change the color of this button. So for doing that, first of all I want to change some properties. Font size equal to, I want to give it 24, and bold, I want to bold the fonts of this button, and background color, for the background color I want to give a customized value, as I mentioned you that I have noted down it's to my notebook from online. Okay guys, now if I run it, you can see the color has been changed, but I want to add one more property, that is background normal, that is so you can see that the color has been changed. So guys, this is how we have to create a submit button here. Okay guys, now what we need to do, just we need to give some commands, because I showed you that if I input something here and make click on this submit, the text will be changed. So now we have to do that task. So for doing that task, simply we have to create a function, def. I am giving the name of the function is calling. Okay, so in the calling function we have to just call self dot username, because I want to update the value what we made username. I want to update the value from here. Okay, from here, that means I want to update the value in here. So we have to simply username equal, I want to also add some properties hello, and then self dot text input 01, because we want to add the value to the username from the first text input. So first text input 01 dot text, plus we want to display exclamatory sign also, and here we have an error, we have to add text here also, because all we are displaying text. And for the second text input we have to display from user text equal your age, as simple as easy. Self dot what we should write here, because we want to get the value from the second text input, so that is why I have mentioned it text input 02. And we have to add the text, because these all are importing text, so you can't forget this text. If you forget, the button is not going to work. Okay, so we have called this, but what we need to do, if I press on the button, this must work then. So that is why we have to do some work in this. I have to, okay, in this function. So in the button, remember that if you call the button before you give this command, it is not gonna work. So you have to write down the codes before the self.window.add widget. You have to remember these lines. Okay, so what we're going to do, if we press on the button, so what it is going to do, we have to bind the values, and in the values on press we have to make a property on press equals self dot, we have to call the function, we have to call this function, because we have made this functionality in this function. Okay, so calling, and we have to remove this parenthesis, we have to add this instance for creating variables. So you have to just import this instance and the code is going to work. Now if I run it, now if I press submit, you can see hello SADF Sadaf, and your age is, I have to give a valid number, let's make it GA Darun, and age 25. Now if I submit, you can see the text has been changed, and if we resize this window, this is going to work. So it will work in any screen, and this app is really cool for the beginners. So guys, this was all about this app, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you want to learn more things about Python app, you can check my playlist, and I will upload more videos like this in future. So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel and help me to grow.